Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about our family Christmas traditions. So I thought I would start off with try and do it date order if I can. So firstly, we have taken it upon ourselves to do Elf on the Shelf. My eldest is only 19 months, so he doesn't understand the concept of the elf coming from the North Pole, etc. But he enjoys seeing the elf in different places every day. It's one of his favourite things to do when he gets up in the morning, is to come and see what the elf's been up to. So I thought that I'd start it this year because I'm a massive Christmas fan, and I would happily start Christmas in September if Mark would let me. And B, I thought I would test the waters to see how much he liked it. Like, I didn't want him to all of a sudden next Christmas when he's 2.5 this elf appears and it scares him, whereas I'm hoping that because he'll might have remembered little bits about the elf this Christmas, he won't be as nervous. And it was kind of to also test us to see how easy we found it to do different things with the elf each night. And what I did was I've written a list of things that to do every night, so that come bedtime, 10 o'clock at night, whatever, we're not sat there thinking, oh my god, what have we got to do with the elf tonight? We can't think of anything. I literally wrote a list down. Embarrassingly, I did it in August. But it meant that every night, just before we go to bed, if we've forgotten to do it earlier than that, I can have a quick look at the list and be like, right, this is what we need to do tonight. There he is, job done. So that's a tradition that I'm hopefully going to be keeping, dependent on the children obviously, but fingers crossed, they shouldn't be scared of it. He's a cute looking elf anyway. He's not the creepy looking elf, he's cute. So that's our one tradition that we do. The other tradition that we've got is we celebrate St. Nicholas Day. If you've watched, I think it was the Iceland haul that I did, I touched on that briefly because my husband's grandmother is German. I thought it would be a nice tradition to keep some German element in to our family, because I quite like German traditions anyway. So what we do, if you aren't aware, what happens is you put some, each child puts a shoe outside their door on the eve of the 5th of December, and St. Nicholas comes and will either leave treats. They don't have to be sweets, it can be books or toys. I chose sweets purely because that means that me and Mark can eat them. As the kids get older, I'll probably leave like books or stuff in there as well, so they're not solely having just sweets. But and then on the 6th of December, then the children wake up, and if they've been good, they get their treats. If they've been bad, he leaves sticks. I have threatened Mark with sticks a few times when he's not done things that I've asked him to do immediately, like put the bins out or something, or vacuum around for me. I have threatened him with sticks, but so far we've been lucky and he's come and given us treats. So this year we had some treats in there. Freddie wasn't overly keen on them, so we took it upon ourselves to eat them for him, which was a great, disdain on our part. We pushed through, but that's another tradition that we've got. Also, throughout the whole of December, I like to make little Christmas treats. I tend to have family come to us at Christmas. Last year we attempted for the first time to go somewhere else for Christmas, as in we went to my in-laws for Christmas. Obviously we woke up here and then we drove to theirs, had dinner there, and then we came back. I think we probably came back around 4 or 5 because of Freddie going to bed. But I didn't like it, and I don't mean that as in I didn't like going to my in-laws, because I love them. They're great, but it was the whole travelling on Christmas Day that I was like, this doesn't feel very Christmassy to me, and I genuinely didn't feel like it was Christmas, because we'd had to pack up the car. And again, I think because when you've got kids, so much stuff comes with you, even more so now that we've got two. I point blank said, you know, we found out we were having a second child. I was like, one of the first things I said was, I'm not going anywhere for Christmas, because it was packing up the car. We had to make sure that you had all the right amount of nappies, different changes of clothes, make sure we have bibs, because in-laws don't have any, they do now, but at the time they didn't have like bibs and cutlery and plates and stuff. He wasn't eating proper food, it was all still mushed up food, but you know, I don't particularly want him using their plates in case he knocked it off and smashed it, so we had to bring all of that. Then we've got to take the dog with us, we've got to take all the dog's things, you know, she's got to have her water bowl there, and her food there, and then we've got to take everybody's presents with us, which means we've then got to take all the presents back. So we had so much stuff in the car that I was like, no. So my point is, we stay here, and that's why I make lots of different desserts, because people come and visit us. So on Christmas Eve I have lots of nibbles out, and obviously Christmas Day you've got the Christmas dinner, and then in the evening you tend to have either, you know, pick at the turkey, make a turkey sandwich, or I tend to have, again, more nibbles again on Boxing Day. And because we've got different, like we've got my dad and his wife coming over, so there's nibbles out for them, and then my in-laws are coming over, so there's nibbles there, and my sister-in-law, and then my sister's coming over. There's so many people visiting that I'd rather just have like a spread of little bits of food, so that I haven't got to get up and cook anything other than Christmas dinner, which is fine. I haven't got to then go, right, I've got people around, let's stick a ham in. I've already done it all, and it's there. So throughout December I make lots of little things that, especially that'll keep, you know, like biscuits will keep. This year I'm trying to do things with Freddie as well, so we made some white chocolate unicorn shards to give as gifts to our mummy friends that I made through an NCT group when I was pregnant with Freddie. So they've all had those. We made those. We're doing Christmas tree pops. He's going to be making star cheese puffs out of pastry. Some biscuits, and things like that. That, you know, it's nice. I would have made them anyway, whether or not I'd have had children. But I like what I've picked out this year is easy, so that he can, you know, just mix it or sprinkle stuff or throw stuff, as he tended to do with the unicorn shards. He just threw the sweets at it. So that's what I like to do throughout the whole of December, and I'd like to think that I'll continue that even as the kids are getting older. The other tradition that I have is the Christmas Eve box, which obviously, if you have a look on some of my other videos, I've got my Christmas Eve box video there. That is left by our elf. We also go for a walk on Christmas Eve. This will probably be when the kids are older, when the elf leaves the box. But this year the box will just be there when they wake up. We tend to go to the local, there's like a woodland area just up the road from us that's got lots of rivers and stuff the dog can go in, so we'll probably take a stroll up there for a couple of hours just to blow the cobwebs out, really, and to let the dog have a good proper run before a day inside on Christmas Day. Then the last tradition that we have is another walk on Boxing Day. That can be either here, if we aren't going anywhere, or if we're visiting people like parents, in-laws, whatever, we could go for a walk around by then. Either way, just again to blow the cobwebs out from a day in the house eating loads and loads and loads of food. And I just think to me it makes me feel like I'm starting, although it's not the new year, I'm starting the new year on a healthier note, even though that probably won't last very long. That's just how I feel. The Boxing Day walk is going to be a new tradition starting from this year. We didn't do that last year, probably because we'd been out on the Christmas day and I didn't really want to go anywhere on the Boxing Day. But I think because we're going to be staying here for Christmas Day until the foreseeable, really, then we'll be going out Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. So like I said before, any traditions that you guys have that I haven't said or that you just want to tell me, I'd love to read them and potentially pinch any that I like the look of. Feel free to put them in the comments below. I will also leave a link below to the Christmas Eve box video, should you guys be interested in watching that. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like it, there's a thumbs up at the bottom, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I will hopefully be uploading videos once a week until I get into the rhythm of things, and then I might change that, but for now it will be once a week because it tends to be taking me that long to film and edit with 2 small children. Fun times! So if I don't see you before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you soon. Bye!